You might know if you're type A, B, or O, but there's a tiny character following that letter that holds a much darker and more fascinating secret. It's the plus or the minus. While 85% of humanity carries the plus, boasting a bloodline that links them to primate ancestors, the remaining 15% carry a mysterious biological void. They are the Rh-negative blood type. No antigens, no traces.
Some call it royal blood. Others, whispering in the dark corners of the internet, call it alien blood.
So what's the truth? Are you a random mutation or the descendant of visitors from the stars?
1. The silence of the Rhesus monkey. To understand why Rh-negative is so strange, we have to go back to 1937. When scientists discovered a protein in the blood of Rhesus monkeys, they realized most humans had it too.
If you have this protein, you are Rh positive. You share an ancient genetic link, an evolutionary chain connecting you to Rhesus monkeys and the rest of the primate kingdom. That's the law of Earth. That's normalcy. But if you are Rh negative, that chain has been broken. Your blood refuses to carry this protein.
Biologically, you are an outsider. And the question that has puzzled scientists for nearly a century is, if we all evolved from the same ancestor, why did your body discard that part of its heritage?
Why would nature create a bloodline that can kill its own offspring? This is where science begins to collide with legend. 2. The mother's curse and the blue babies.
This is the most brutal evidence of your difference. In nature, there is no other animal where the mother's body treats its own fetus as an enemy.
Unless you are an Rh-negative woman carrying an Rh-positive child.
Your blood is so pure, so devoid of foreign elements, that when it encounters the blood of a baby with the Rh-positive factor, your immune system triggers a war alarm. Your body identifies the life growing inside as a foreign invader, much like a virus or bacteria. It produces antibodies to attack and destroy the fetus's red blood cells. Before modern medicine invented the RhoGAM shot, millions of mothers had to endure silent tragedies.
Babies born with purple-tinted skin, known as blue babies, are victims of this biological war. Why would evolution allow such a self-destruct mechanism to exist? A biological lineage with a tendency to eliminate its own descendants should have gone extinct thousands of years ago.
But no, you're still here, making up 15% of the population, a number large enough to prove that some hidden force is keeping this bloodline alive.
3. The blue blood of European royalty.
Long before the internet rumored about aliens, history recorded Rh-negative as being tied to power. People often called the nobility blue bloods. Although the term originally referred to the pale skin of those who never labored in the sun, revealing blue veins, the genetic coincidence is undeniable.
The rate of Rh-negative blood is unusually high in European royal families. Queen Victoria and the tragedies of hemophilia in her lineage are often confused with this, but the rarity of negative blood has always been present in these genealogies.
Some researchers point out that royal inbreeding wasn't just to preserve wealth, but an unconscious instinct to protect the bloodline.
Because if an Rh-negative mother marries an Rh-negative father, the child will be perfectly safe. There is no immune war. Could blue blood be more than just a metaphor? Was it a desperate effort by the ancient elite to maintain a genetic trait they considered superior? 4. The gods' hypothesis, the Anunnaki and the Star People.
And this is where we enter the gray area of the most fascinating conspiracy theories. If we didn't evolve entirely from Earth's primates, where did that missing gene go? Or who tampered with it?
Supporters of the ancient astronaut hypothesis believe that Rh-negative is the fingerprint of prehistoric genetic editing. They point to the ancient Sumerians and the Anunnaki gods, who were said to have come to Earth and crossbred with humans to create a new race of slaves or leaders.
Their argument is simple. You can't crossbreed two species that are too different without running into trouble. Mules, a cross between a horse and a donkey, are sterile. And the incompatibility between an Rh mother and an Rh plus child is seen as evidence of an imperfect hybridization between two different species, Earthlings and something else. Many people with Rh negative blood even report feeling like they don't belong here. They often have strange traits: lower than average body temperature, low blood pressure, sensitivity to light and heat, and some believe they have higher IQs or sharper intuitive abilities.
While science hasn't confirmed these personality traits, the feeling of being lonely among your own kind is a psychological reality shared by thousands of Rh negatives on forums every day.
5. The scientific truth: mutation or adaptation? But let's set the aliens aside for a moment. What does mainstream science say? Geneticists believe that Rh negative isn't a gift from the cosmos, but a random mutation that occurred about 35,000 years ago in Europe.
More specifically, it appears most densely in the Basque people, an ancient ethnic group living on the border of Spain and France.
The Basques are an anthropological mystery. Their language is unlike any other in Europe, and nearly 1/3 of their population has Rh negative blood, the highest rate in the world.
So why does this mutation persist? One interesting scientific theory suggests that Rh negative helps humans resist certain ancient parasites or viruses.
Possibly toxoplasmosis, a behavior-altering parasite often carried by cats. Some studies suggest that Rh negative individuals have a distinct immune response that helps them avoid being manipulated by pathogens that affect the brain. Perhaps the absence of the Rh antigen isn't a flaw, but an invisible shield. Nature retained this bloodline because it helped humanity survive a pandemic long forgotten in the past.
6. The burden of purity, O negative.
In the world of those with the minus sign, O negative is the uncrowned king.
We talked about them as silent heroes in a previous video, but let's look deeper into their biological loneliness. If you are O negative, your blood is considered the purest on the planet. No A antigen, no B antigen, no Rh antigen.
It's so clean that it can flow into the veins of anyone, from the elderly to premature infants, without triggering any resistance.
But this generosity is a curse. You can save 8 billion people, but less than 7% of the population can save you.
In a global disaster, those with O negative blood would be the most precious resource, the most sought after, but also the most vulnerable.
Many of our viewers have commented that they feel a spiritual responsibility carrying this blood. They donate blood not just out of kindness, but because of a command written in their genetic code. They are the guardians of life.
7. A community of secret bloodlines.
Today, no aliens have come to pick you up, but Rh negative people are finding each other.
From special blood donation clubs to online forums, they share stories about their sensitivity, about near-death experiences in the ER due to a lack of reserve blood, and about the strange feeling when looking up at the stars. Whether your origin is from a random genetic mutation of the Basque people or the legacy of a forgotten Anunnaki god, one thing is certain.
Your blood is rare. It breaks the standard rules of biology. It challenges the harmony between mother and child. And in a world trying to homogenize everything, your blood is a stubborn reminder that difference still flows deep within the veins of humanity.
You aren't a glitch. You are a special variable of nature. So, do you carry this mysterious minus sign in your medical records? Do you feel like you possess strange intuitions or a low body temperature that science struggles to explain?
Or are you an O-positive person looking at Rh negatives with curiosity? Leave a comment below about your blood type and any strange experiences you've had.
If you want to explore many incredible things that others are too afraid to touch, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you've already hit subscribe, welcome home.